Filabot.
Taking you on tour.
We're gonna just go through these. Do you feel comfortable doing these?
Now we have audio.
Sure.
Sweet.
Just the question, and then we'll like answer that. If you're good with that?
Sure.
Sweet.
Cool. We'll just talk to each other for a second here.
Yes.
Thank you for your patience.
We're only doing 720p though.
Wait, I still don't hear any audio. Is it because we're delayed?
Yeah, it probably hasn't got there yet. Because the audio there it is.
Okay, there we go. And then let us know, obviously.
Well, bam.
Cool. We're back with a new camera setup, which we're excited about. Hoping to get better video and audio from the camera setup. So that'll be interesting. It'll work better when we figure out how to get it set up quickly. But, yay! So today we're going to do another FAQ. This FAQ is going to be a little bit shorter than the last time. Last FAQ and our last live video was over an hour long. It was fun, but this is going to be hopefully short and concise to answer questions that are specific to our extruders on our website. So we have Chantel here who is going to assist in reading the questions, and we are going to do our best to answer them. The questions also have answers already, but some of you like video format for answers, and that's what we have.
Chantel's the one that usually gets the questions.
Yes.
Yes.
We didn't just drag her in off the street to ask questions. I think that's an important point.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, you're still in the shot though?
Yeah. For sure. Okay. First question about the EX2 is, what is the minimum amount of pellets that you can put into an EX2?
I recommend a quarter pound is minimum. Some of them vary because some of the pellets are more dense than others.
What happens if you put in less, like if somebody puts in 1/8 of a pound?
It might not be enough downward pressure to push it down into the screw.
You also need the screw to like be filled to
to have consistent filament. So at least a quarter pound.
And that's the same regardless of the unit.
No.
No.
Well, because the EX6 would use more, right? Because the
you have to
screw's
fill
longer.
the whole screw
Right.
up. Yeah.
And we do have data on that question that says like screw void that Kevin was able to calculate.
Screw void and then the hopper void and the feed through void.
So that's on the website.
Okay.
Okay, next question is on the EX6.
That one. Yay.
Same question, but the EX6. What's the minimum amount of pellets?
So I think that, well actually, let's look at the,
Let's Google it.
so it's about double. So like half a pound of, yeah, I wonder if you can Google it. Half a pound of material we'd recommend for the EX6.
Post the link in the chat.
We could do that too. Cool.
What are the main differences between the EX2 and the EX6?
Oh, we got a chart. I didn't pull the, yeah I did.
It's on my laptop.
Yay! We have a lovely chart that we'll be posting on the FAQs. The first and most important thing, difference is the different plastics that the EX6 can do. It can do more plastics compared to the EX2.
Like what? Like just name off a couple that the 6 can do that the 2 can't.
Altem, PETG, really the higher melt flow polymers. So these are plastics that when they melt, they run easier. Output is a huge one. So the EX6 has over 10 pounds an hour output compared to the 2 pounds an hour that the EX2 has. What else we got?
Removable screw. That's my favorite. You can actually take it out, clean it, without having to dismantle the entire machine.
And I don't know if you guys use a different word, but coming out of IT, I would call it duty cycle. Kevin, I remember you telling me that you felt the EX6 could just run 24 hours a day, whereas the EX2 can't.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
So
a
it's
smaller
not just a
machine.
per
So
hour.
eventually the entire machine will heat up, you know, after 4 hours, 5 hours. And then you'll start to see a decrease in performance because your motor's not cool enough. But it's just the size of the machine and then the duty cycle of, you know, the overall design.
Right, so your EX6, you
it's
built
full
in
of
the
fans.
thermal
It's full of fans. It's got thermal management. Yeah.
which keeps all the temperature
But
in the
that makes
special
it a lot more
zones.
expensive, but they can run for
When you factor the price in versus how much you can actually produce over time, like if you want to run something like this,
Yeah.
you know, 12, 18, 24 hours a day, you know, bigger hopper or whatever, you know, you can
Yep.
make a bunch
Pretty a lot.
of filament.
And a lot of the time that it takes to get filament running is the setup time. So once you get it running, you want to run a lot. If you're trying to produce it, if you're not just making like test stuff or sample stuff like the EX2 does, or it's small production.
Kind of weird that I'm standing in front of. Should we put that on the table?
Yeah. We're tall enough, we can see over it.
EX original. Oh, and then this is the
EX
EX2.
original.
EX original. It's like a nice, lovely.
Machines.
All right, what else we got?
Okay.
Well, actually, let's quickly run through those. So we talked about heat, different heat zones. The EX6 has 4 heat zones. Well, 3 heat zones, and then a temperature-controlled feed throat. A lot more heating and zone control. Faster screw, we touched on that. It's removable. The max speed on the screw for the EX6 is 100 RPM, where these two systems is 35. The EX2 does have a speed control, so you can vary that. And then that's pretty much it. They both have a full 1-year warranty. Well, they all have a full 1-year warranty. So I think that's good. Covers pretty much.
Those are the high points, and of course, you know, like you said, there's the part if people really want to dig in deeper
Right.
or deciding which unit's best for them.
Nice.
So next question is on the Airpath, and it's how do you get a stronger current from the Airpath?
Yeah, so this was like the taping hack.
Oh yeah,
Tape.
yeah. So that was in a previous video where we added some tape to
Yep.
increase the pressure. It decreases the airflow, but it increases the pressure over a small area.
So if you take tape and lay a strip here, and then here, it'll do what Kevin just said.
Higher pressure, higher velocity.
Next question on the Airpath is what are the benefits of having one?
So if you're working with higher temp polymers, you can cool it down. Higher temp polymers are, well, at a higher temperature coming out of the extruder, and if they're not cool by the time they hit the spooler, the wheels will deform it. And if you do cool filament quicker, in some cases, the diameter will be solidified and you'll have higher tolerance. I don't know if there's any other points we should bring up about that.
Yeah, it's mainly just, it reduces the length you have to, well, there's some polymers where you would need like 20 feet or something and
Right.
let it cool naturally.
Right,
But
just
if
like
you
in
wanted
air.
to do it in a shorter distance, you can use the Airpath to cool it quickly.
Right.
Question on the spooler, does the spooler have speed control?
Yeah, that's the main control for your diameter. So you speed it up to pull the filament down more and then slow it down to let the filament die swell a little bit more and be its natural diameter. So you can adjust it up and down. Josh does a lot of that.
Yeah, there's actually 2, because there's speed control for the traverse too.
So that the filament will be laid.
Yeah, back and
The
forth.
faster you're going, spooling the filament, the faster you're gonna want the traverse.
Which part's the traverse?
Middle
If
part
someone's
there.
not familiar with the unit, that's the traverse.
It
Oh,
guides
that's
the
off camera.
filament back and forth.
Is it?
Oh.
Yeah, slide the spooler in a little bit.
So it winds onto the whole roll rather than
There you
just.
go.
Then right in
A
the
single
middle
layer.
layer, it starts flopping over itself and creating knots, and then it's useless.
It's funny, you guys sliding that stuff around.
It's like delayed. And
So yeah, the traverse is that
the
thing.
center piece here.
Pulls the filament back and forth across the 2 sides of the spool. So it's evenly spooled, or wound. Spooling isn't actually a word.
Yes, we made up that
The
word.
spooler.
Spooling is not a word.
Spooling is a word, spooler is not a word.
It is now.
It is
It
now.
yeah. That's what we say.
Word of the year 2018.
Yeah.
There we go.
Ooh, system of the year.
English is a living language.
Next question on the spooler is can you use the spooler with all 3 extruders?
Yep, can, but you will max out the spooler before you max out the EX6.
Yep.
That's the only issue we really got right now.
Yeah, we just we have pulleys on the spooler, so we can change the pulley sizes to make it faster. So I think we're gonna offer that for customers that buy the EX6 at some point. But
And the spooler also can work with other filament extruders if you decide to use somebody else's.
Or a lot of people use it for respooling. They spool onto a different spool because you can print your own spool holder. So if you have a custom spool that is within the 9-inch OD that the spooler can take, and you print your own spool holder, you can.
That actually works
For, like,
great
different
for the
printers
next question.
What's the next question?
Does the spooler only work with one type of spool? Size?
Both weight and type,
Yes.
style.
So now,
No, it has a
And that's
maximum. It obviously has a maximum diameter, which is I think
I think it's like
9
8 and a
inches.
half. Yeah.
It's under 9, just barely under 9 inches. So I think 8. I think we recommend 8 and 3/4.
And then the width of the spool, the max would be like 4 and a half, I think.
Yeah, 4.
4 inches.
But that information's on the website.
Yep.
Yep. And then we also, so this piece right here is 3D printed. It works with the spools that we provide with it, and also ones that you can purchase from us. That's a weird way to put that. But if you want to redesign one to fit on your spool, like that's why we 3D printed it. And there's a simple nut and slip clutch system we have here that you undo the nut, put your 3D printed one on, you can use your own spools that you've built up.
And the file for that.
It's on the website. Yeah, there's a link to it. On the
I don't know if you can add anything if you're not in the video.
voice.
Yeah,
Of course, right?
who's back there?
Voice
Of course she
unseen.
can.
Who's back there?
Do I just press?
Oh no,
What do I press?
just it's almost as bad as a Windows update.
Here, we'll just do that. So let's pretend it's not there.
Java command.
So the next questions are on the reclaimer.
Oh, was that in the shot? No, that's not in the shot. That's okay.
It's over there.
It's the
You've seen it.
oh yeah, we did it live.
What is the output of the Filabot Industrial Reclaimer?
What is it? 170 pounds an hour, which is a lot.
That's a lot.
Next question is, what
Well, you don't
size?
want to be grinding all day. You want to just do it all quick
Yeah.
all at once.
Because it's so loud. It's just like done.
It's not that bad for the volume that it does.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, it's not quiet. It's not something, but it's also.
it's a huge unit compared to.
Can I just turn the camera onto it for a moment?
Yeah,
Because if we're talking about it,
it's on manual focus.
on
That's
manual
over there.
focus.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. So real quick. There it is. Okay, now we're back.
That's good enough. Yeah.
Oh.
Did you just die? Okay.
I was having fun with that. No one wanted to follow.
It was too much. I didn't want to get up.
Oh, you can see the audio bars on the computer over there.
Of course you can.
That is
It's a
so
real setup.
cool!
It's a real streaming setup.
But
Well,
my point in changing that angle is that's not something you're going to set up next to your desk.
No.
No.
And it's not something that people are using these occasionally, who are using these occasionally are going to want. It's more for a lot of, if you have a lot of waste plastic.
Right. If you're really starting recycling and going through that. I mean, it's not like you can carry that up the stairs. We could try.
It's only like
Right.
600 pounds.
And as we mentioned in the previous video, we're still working on the smaller grinder for these systems.
Right. Which we're super excited about. Sweet.
Next question on the reclaimer is, what size screen does the Filabot Industrial Reclaimer have?
So it's a 4mm screen, and basically the blades spin around. There's a screen underneath that has a bunch of holes in it. It's over 3,000 holes. A lot of holes. And it's 4mm, so anything above 4mm does not pass through.
So we just have general machine information. What voltages do we use?
So these systems can be 110 or 230. You select that when you check out, and then the Industrial Reclaimer is 230 volts, 3-phase.
What are the traditional plastic types extruded through a Filabot extruder?
Traditional. That's an interesting word. Traditional.
Common? Maybe that's what. No?
I don't know.
Common.
Yeah.
Traditional. I mean,
What would the
most
Amish
common
extrude?
I know, I'm thinking
that
of
what
like
it means?
Thanksgiving with this. So the common 3D printing materials, so ABS PLA, We got hips, high impact polystyrene, polycarbonate, all temp. We've done wax. We don't recommend PVC because it can create toxic fumes. We are growing that list extensively, and that's like one of our main goals, is utilizing the widest range of plastics. So this list is not conclusive. We are growing that list. But those are kind of the main types.
Can custom filament sizes be made?
Yeah. You can make really thin filament if you have,
Well, depends what you drill the nozzle out to.
or pull it down to.
Right.
But it can't be bigger than
Oh yeah.
or smaller. Sorry.
I think the largest size we can do is like barely 4 millimeter, and that like
It's
limits.
not consistent though.
Yeah. So you could barely do 4 millimeter, and that's because pressure. You know, we have to. These systems have to create enough pressure to output that volume of plastic. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You kind of got it. I mean, they need back pressure so that you don't have too much polymer coming out of the end of the screw. Because the screw design is made for a general use to work with a whole bunch of different polymers. So it's not specifically designed for a certain polymer. So if you reduce the back pressure, sometimes you get too much polymer coming out the end, and then the polymer behind that doesn't have enough time to shear heat and melt, and become fully, melted and pressurized properly. Filamentated is the technical term.
I love it.
Or filamentiated.
Ooh, I like that one.
How do you spell that? I'm just kidding.
Well, we make up our own words here, so
Hey,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Spooler.
nice.
What is the max temp of the Filabot machine?
I've tried it, but
Yeah, we gotta do a burn
Wait,
test and
yeah.
just let it.
Because the heaters in there can melt the aluminum block.
Can that be our next live video? Not with the EX6.
That sounds dangerous.
I don't think that's
We don't recommend turning
outside.
it on.
Maybe we do it outside
Oh yeah. I mean,
Okay.
we won't do it on a wood table with rubber. We'll do it like.
in a snowbank.
in the snow.
Highest recommended is 400C.
That's for all systems. If you go hotter than that, you're going to start melting the aluminum heater block, which won't be good because
Yeah.
it's hot.
You don't want molten metal dripping around inside your Filabot.
No, or anywhere.
Do we have any videos of the machines in use?
I hope so. Yeah,
Where can we find those videos?
YouTube, Facebook, our website, which is hosted through YouTube.
Yeah, they're broken
Yeah,
out.
what's
Most
that
of them are
page?
broken out
Yeah.
per unit. There should be at least a video.
I think we've
On each
embedded,
item.
yeah. And then we have the YouTube channel embedded
Yeah.
on the site as well.
Will your ABS, PLA, etc. filament work in my 3D printer?
That's a very general question. Yes, so our systems will work with any FDM or FFF 3D printer, as long as it's not chipped.
What do those acronyms stand for?
FDM stands for Fusion Deposition Modeling, and FFF stands for Fused Filament Fabrication. Same technology, somebody wanted to have a different name, so we have FFF in there.
This is a shipping question. Where do you ship your products?
Everywhere
Worldwide.
except North Korea, 'cause we can't.
Well, we did figure out how to do that last video.
There's workaway rounds to do it, probably, but
No.
no.
But no.
Anywhere other than that, it's pretty much.
Oh wait, the
Do we
Antarctica.
have- do we have
Antarctica.
Are there any questions on the live stream?
Oh, we haven't.
If somebody wants to ship one to Antarctica, we will
questions.
give you a discount, just so we can say we shipped one to Antarctica.
Bummer.
Go back to that. I want to see that.
Is there anybody watching?
What do you mean? This?
Most people are watching. It's a live video. People love our stuff.
I'm just smiling at you. Good.
Well, we hit the 20-minute mark.
Oh,
One of our
geez,
cameras
okay.
overheating.
All right, let's get to the last questions. This is on payment.
Yep. What forms of payment are accepted?
We used to take Bitcoin, but mostly bank transfers, checks, credit cards, and PayPal. Our site is set up to process PayPal, all major credit cards, and then if you are a college or school or a business that needs to do net 30 terms, well, payment terms, we can set that up and discuss that with you.
But a PO is required ahead of time.
But a PO, purchase order is required ahead of time.
That pretty much
Oh, do you
answers all
accept
the
purchase
questions.
orders? Yes,
Yes,
we
we do.
take purchase orders.
Domestically.
Domestic. Well, we take them internationally too, but
But they have to be
They have
paid
to-
before shipping.
right.
But if the what?
So all international orders need to be paid before we ship. We've had some scam issues, which are no fun to deal with. So we apologize for having to do that to our true customers out there internationally, but unfortunately that's a policy we have to have. So sweet.
And that's it.
Awesome.
Yay.
Go team. Till next time. Email us, call us, or social media us. No? Why are you shaking your head? Oh, because you're the one who answers the phone? Gotcha.
Only call us, right? Is that what I heard?
Yeah.